Here's the biography of Nicolas Copernicus. Born on February 19, 1473 in Warmia, Poland, Nicolas Copernicus traveled to Italy at the age of 18 to attend college, where he was supposed to study the laws and regulations of the Catholic Church and return home to become a canon. However, he spent most of his time studying mathematics and astronomy. Due to his uncle's influence, Copernicus did become a canon in Warmia, but he asked to return to Italy to study medicine and to complete his law doctorate. While attending the University of Bologna, he lived and worked with astronomy professor Domenico Maria de Novara, doing research and helping him make observations of the heavens. When he returned to Poland to take up his official duties, his room in one of the towers surrounding the town boasted an observatory, giving him ample time and opportunity to study the night sky, which he did in his spare time. Brief information about the geocentric theory. Eudoxus, one of Plato's pupils, proposed a universe where all objects in the sky sit on moving spheres. This model is known as the geocentric model, often named the Ptolemaic model. It puts us in the center of everything, an obviously satisfying conclusion at first glance. However, there was a problem with this model. Astronomers observed that the patterns of celestial motion were not constant. This marks the beginning of the heliocentric model. What is the heliocentric theory? The word helios in Greek means sun. Heliocentric means that the sun is at the center. This theory was first proposed by Nicolas Copernicus. He first published the heliocentric system in his book, On the Revolution of Heavenly Bodies, which was the first to propose a theory which differed from Ptolemy's geocentric system. The timeline of the heliocentric theory. The past. Aristarchus of Samos was the first person to have recorded his idea of the heliocentric theory in 310 to 230 BC. In 200 AD, Ptolemy came with the geocentric theory. In the 1500s, Copernicus reinvented the heliocentric theory. In 1514, Copernicus was invited to give his opinions on how the calendar should be changed according to the new theory. In 1543, Copernicus wrote a book on the theory. On May 24, 1543, Copernicus died and left many people starting to think about how the church was wrong. In 1600s, Kepler, who was a student of Tycho, created the laws of the planetary movement and the heliocentric system. 1620s, Galileo created the laws of motion and disproved the theory of the geocentric theory. In 1687, Sir Isaac Newton published a book called the Principia Mathematica. And in the present, the heliocentric theory is used in the present in many ways. The problems faced by the heliocentric theory. Science versus religion. The heliocentric theory completely replaced all of the church's teaching about our universe. Therefore, its science has affected the church in a big way. The Catholic Church opposed the teaching of heliocentrism as a fact because it was contrary to the science of the time. The difference between the geocentric and the heliocentric. The geocentric is Earth-centered, and the heliocentric is Sun-centered. The similarities of these two are, they were created by a Greek astronomer. There are ways to display the universe. And lastly, they contain three main objects, the Earth, Sun, and the other planets. The effects of shifting. The Copernican revolution affected the way people think. Before, religion is the strongest factor that affects how people think. But after Nicolas Copernicus' heliocentrism theory was approved and accepted by others, people doubted about the reliability of religion as their basis in their way of thinking. People started to think significantly rather than thinking all religiously. For example, these discoveries led to changes in how religion was perceived. However, with the introduction of the heliocentric theory, it was soon realized that there is really nothing particularly special about the Earth or its inhabitants. Scientists discovered much later that the Sun is not even close to the center of the Milky Way, nor is the Milky Way close to the center of the universe itself.